It's live match time at a venue I've never been to before. I've heard great things about this place and apparently there's some monster F1s to be caught. The pressure's on. Is it possible for me to win my first ever match at Barnburgh Lakes? So we've decided what fishery we're going to come to, and it's Barnburgh Lakes. I've been really looking forward to this one. I had a look at all the comments on the club community page, and a few people put that they should come to here, and I'm made up I've come now because it looks absolutely fantastic. The match is on bottom pool today. The match is full, the full lake's full. I think there's 13 anglers on the match, and I've drew peg 20. Like I say, I've never been here before, so I don't really know what I'm going to expect, but it looks like your typical snake lake. I'm probably gone towards, so literally, because I've never seen it, I don't really know a lot about it. There's not many people I know that come here, so it's hard to gain any info or anything like that. I've just literally turned up off the cuff, and I'm just going to give it my go, give it my best shot. That's the all-in, but I've decided I'm going to fish across with soft pellets in my edge, and I'm going to ping some maggots up and down as well at 13 metres to my right towards the space. But we're going to start the match now. I'm going to start on pellets across. I think that's a good starting point to see if I can nick a few fish early and just get a feel for the match and see what's going on. And also just have a watch what everybody else is doing. So we'll get into it. Right, so we're going to start across on pellets. Soft pellets. We're just coming out of winter now. The fish are starting to come to some feed, and soft pellets can be unbelievable this time of year. In the springtime, they just love it because fish are coming. I've literally not even got in. The fella to my right's got one on straight away, so that's a good sign. Oh, nearly dropped my top kit. Get a pot on the end as well. We'll start on a medium matrix pot with a sprinkle lid on. I'll always like to do that in my matches. Start sprinkling a bit of bait in, just make a bit of noise, and just see if we can get a response. And then sort of work it out from there. If I need to change it up, switch my pots, things like that, that's what I'll do. Now I've put some pellets in the pot. I've probably filled it about half full. Don't want to fill it right up. And I also don't want to fill it right, because I don't want to fill it right to the top, because I don't want to feed them too many pellets all at once. I'm literally just going to try and work my way into it. Don't want to overfeed them or anything like that. 16 metres across, well, just under 16 metres. Found a nice little spot across. In one little hole, it's about 2 foot 2 inch, but it's nice and flat as well. A few of the lads were telling me on this lake it's up and down, so there's some places where it's 4 foot across. But luckily, I've found a little spot where it's 2 and a bit foot, and I think that's important, that. Just turn my pot over, sprinkle them micros in. I've got a 4mm expander on the hook and lower that rig in and see what happens. But with that fella next door now to me right, getting one straight away. It's a big F1 that as well, big fish. That's a good sign. Oh, I had a bite straight away then. Got to be careful here because there's a lot of vegetation. Try not to strike too hard. I had a bite straight away then. This could be good, this. Good sign that I'm getting a response straight away. Feels very strange coming to somewhere you've never been before, because I honestly don't know what to expect at all. I don't know what size fish are in here or anything. But I'm in, my rig's set. But I did miss a bite straight away as soon as I fed then. What I'll do is I'll be patient, I'll give it a minute. If I don't get a bite, I'll come back, refeed again, set that trap. Just feeling my way into it here at the minute. Could be a case that I need to clump a quantity of bait in. I really don't know. It's all right when you go to a fishery where you've been quite a few times and you've learned how the fish want to be caught. But it's also exciting at the same time as well. It's quite windy today as well, but luckily it's not catching this lake as much. It's quite low down, this lake. It's the bottom lake on this complex, so, and there's some conifers there to my left, and I think that's blocking the wind a little bit. But what I'm going to do as well is at the same time, I'm going to keep my eye on everybody else, what they're doing. have a look what they're feeding. Just try and make sure I'm on the right bait. Like I fed straight away that first time. Tapped my pellets in, got a response straight away. And then since then it's not moved. The fish he had to me right then looked a big F1. So maybe they want a bit more bait. I've only tapped like 20 micros in then. I just don't want to overkill it at the start. Oh, got one. So I'm going to take my time because it's my first fish. I've got red slick in a 2 metre kit. Just opted for a 2 metre kit here today because I'm fishing nearly 16 metres across, just a little bit extra elastic. Less chance of pulling out a fish than I thought. Oh, it's an F1. A massive F1, but it's an F1. Well, I'm off to a start anyway, that's the main thing. Hook's come out out the mouth in the net. But at least I'm off to a start. I'm just trying to feel my way into it though now. Work out whether it's going to be an £100 day, a £50 day, I really don't know. Again, we're only just come out of winter into the spring. The fish are waking up, but the weather's still up and down a little bit. I've had some cold nights, some warm nights. Today it's beautiful. It's like going to be 13 degrees today, but yesterday I was out and it was 3 degrees. So the weather is up and down at the minute, so you're a bit unsure what it's actually going to be like. But I'm going to spend half an hour getting the feel for it, work my way into it. But like I say, I've got my first fish, so that's a good response and a good start. Now I'm doing it again, same thing. 20 micros in the pot, 20, 30 micros. I mean, obviously you can't count your micros in because you'd be there forever counting your micros into your pot. But I've got like a line in the bottom of my pot and that's what I'm filling it to. It's about 20, 30 micros and I've got a 4mm expander on the hook, one of our pro expanders, Sonu Pro expanders. I like them. They just seem really good in shape. There's no cracks in the soft pellet, so they stay on the hook a lot better. What I do is to prepare them is I soak them the night before. And they're dead simple to do, our pro expanders. You literally just chuck some pellets in some water and then just let them to soak, bring them to the bank the day after. Oh, I missed a bite again. I'm in the tree there. Try and get out this tree. There we go. I've got to be really careful with them overhanging conifers because there's loads of them. Shorten my lash down. I normally like to have a slightly longer lash, but because them conifers are there right above where I'm fishing and I'm trying to get tight to the bank in the right depth of water, I've had to shorten my lash down a little bit. I've just got to try and restrict myself and not strike too hard. I mean, when you're fishing soft pellets, you don't really need to strike too hard anyway. I'm going to give this another minute and then come back and refeed it. Oh, I missed another bite then. There's loads of fish here. I'm going to give it another minute anyway. If I don't get one, I'm going to come back, refeed again. I'm missing loads of bites. I think I might, because the fish are already there now, I've literally come straight in, which I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you. Really quick response. I think I might take the sprinkle lid off and start clumping some micros in. There we go, finally. Oh, it's come off. Took me through a reed, that one then. It is very reedy across there. The problem I've got is there's only a little spot where you can fish in the right depth of water, so you have to fish tight up against that banking. But I still feel like I'm not feeding enough pellets, I'll be honest with you. I think I need to feed a few more pellets. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take that medium pot off. I'm going to try clumping a few pellets in. I only like to sprinkle them pellets in when I'm trying to draw the fish into my peg, I'll be honest with you. I just feel like they're already there straight away, instantly. I can't really see what the lad to my right's doing. Because he's got a little pot on though, a little pot on like this. Maybe he's clumping his bait in. I'll keep an eye out what they're doing. But I've switched my pot now. I've put one of our small matrix pots on, and I'm just going to clump a small matrix pot in, the micros, see if that pins them on the bottom. Because I feel like they're already there. I think they're just coming in, eating your bait straight away. So what I do is just fill my little pot up to the top and thumb it down. I think this could be better, this. The thing is with pellet fishing, you've got to be very busy. You are going to miss bites. You are going to foul hook and odding. Pellet's going to come off from time to time. I think the key is not to get frustrated with it. Ride your way through it, and you'll get your good runs with your bad runs, and hopefully you get better runs than bad runs, and that's the way it is with soft pellet fishing. Now I'm clumping my bait in. I've just lowered my pot on the water, and I've emptied them micros out, pin them on the bottom. Let's see if this makes a difference. Oh, that wind's catching my pole there. 2 minutes ago I said the wind's not catching the lake, now it's catching the lake. Typical. Oh. And another indication then. Now my trap's set, just about being patient now. Oh, yes. See that? Change that pot. Only another small F1. It's not like the size they're catching, but it's a bite again. I'm just wondering, are they feeding hard pellets? Maybe they're tapping pellets in. It could be. Tapping fours in, maybe. Just because of the size of fish is making me think that. Like my two fish now being a lot smaller than theirs. That's another one. So that's 2 fish now that I've got straight away, which is a really good sign. And obviously, as you've seen, I switched my pot straight away to clumping some bait in and got one straight away on that. So I'm going to go back in, doing the same again. Little small matrix pot, fill it up, thumb it down, your micros. They're like a black micro here at this fishery. You have to use fishery pellets here. I've never really used these ones before. They seem good, to be honest with you. They smell fishy. Smell nice, which is always a good sign. But what are we in now? We're 20 minutes in. We're 10 minutes and we'll start priming that shallow line. I feel like there is fish to be caught shallow today, especially with it being bright like this. I think they're going to want to come up. Just take your time. Make sure your bait's not going to come out of the pot. Get on your marker. Lower your pot to the water. Let it empty out and then pull your rig into position. We've recently done a video on this, pellet fishing, soft pellet fishing. I've gone through all that in the video. So if you want to see the video on pellet fishing, just look back a bit on the Fish Matrix YouTube channel, and there is a full pellet video to look at as well, if you've not seen it. Oh, missed a bite then again. This could be a bumper day, this, if it could start get working it out proper. I feel like I've got it quite right yet. Missing too many bites. But if I can work it out, it could be a good day, this. I've also plumbed the edge up. I'm going to give that an hour and start priming the edge. I'll keep an eye out on what everybody else is doing with the edge as well. Maybe it's a last hour job when they start coming in. Oh, I missed another bite again then. Stuck in that conifer. Maybe hard pellets could be good, you know. There's all sorts you can try. I'm just thinking, my brain's thinking all the time. It's only 2 foot here. Maybe ground bait, 3 maggots on the hook could be brilliant. But we'll keep doing this for the time being. Don't feel like we're falling behind or anything like that. So we don't want to do anything drastic. We're only 20 minutes into the match. There we go. Feels a better fish, this one. Set me time. I've stepped up all my elastic now as well from the winter elastic green, 8 to 10. I'm on the red slick now, 10 to 12s. Unbelievable elastic this in for F1 venues. Oh, that's a better F1, that. Can tell with them better F1s, they're just like a dead weight, they don't really fight. There he is, £2 F1, lovely fish. He's a beauty, yeah. Look at him, he's a proper one, they're the ones you want. So yeah, they're the fish we want. Big £2 F1. Go back in, I feel like it's going to be a good day this. It's just nice to start getting some bites. It's been a long winter this winter, had nothing but rain. And the fish are finally starting to wake up, so I'm enjoying that. It's just nice to get them bites now again. This time of year can be so deadly soft pellet fishing. The reason why it's so good is, don't get me wrong, like I'm cattying maggots, spreading my bait and stuff like that, but the reason why this is so good is because the fish are coming in looking for bait and you're setting them little traps. Oh, indication again then. Missed another bite then. Lower that rig back in. Catty some maggots on your line. Keep priming that line now. Keep that bait going in. There we go. Tell you what, they dart off for the cover when you get one. They're like, straight want to be under. You've got to be quick back. You see how I'm riding it through, missed a few bites, didn't get frustrated, and then I've got one now. It's a big F1 this as well. This is what it's like pellet fishing. You've just got to not get frustrated with it. It can be frustrating at times, especially when you're fishing it long like this out your peg. The expander keeps coming off. That's why it's important as well. Bloody hell, it's a big F1 that, fighting. Jesus, that is a big fish. Big £3 F1. They're what we want. Hell, he's massive. Look at the size of that. But it's £3.5 that. Big F1. They're the ones we want though. They're your edge dwellers, them, I tell you now. They come in the edge. That'd be awesome. Again, repeat that process. Yeah, as I was saying, I've just rided it through. Didn't get frustrated with it. Kept tinkering with what I was doing. Then I've got one. £3.5 F1. You start lining them up. It won't take long to build a weight with them, let me tell you. So we've got 4 fish now. I think that's a good start. We're only 40 minutes into that. 40 minutes into the match, so 4 fish. Good start. But I'm going to keep plugging away at this now. Keep tinkering with it, working out what I'm doing. And what we'll do is, we'll report back to you a little bit later, and hopefully I'm still on this catching a load and I've sorted it out, got it bang on. And if not, I'm on another line and catching it maybe shallow, load shallow. So I'll report back to you a little bit later on and see where we're up to. Right, we're still going strong on that soft pellet line across. Had another 3 since we were last on camera. But I've watched the lad to my left and he's dropped in and had one down the edge. And I can see Gaz Simpson over there and he's in his edge, so that's telling me that they must come in your edge early. So what I'm going to do before I go back out across, I'm going to put a bit of bait in my edge, start priming my edge, I think. They've made me do this because I just feel like they're regulars. They know that fish come in the edge early. Now I'm just going to put 100 ground bait in, a few micros, a little pinch of micros. And the ground bait that I'm using is Match Method Mix. Been using crushed expander all winter, and all I use all summer is Match Method Mix. Brilliant ground bait. You can do anything with it. You can fish your edge like we are today, fish it round a method. You could turn it to paste if you wanted to, it's that good. But I've put 100 in there now. Start priming that up. Now it is deep down that edge, that's why I've sort of put quite a quantity of ground bait on it, try and pin them on the bottom. Plus I'm one of them anglers, I'm quite an aggressive angler, like getting the fish in my peg and then sort of trying to sort it out when they're there. I'd rather miss bites, get a few indications, foul hook a few, because you know the fish are there in your peg. There's nothing worse than going out, tapping next to nothing in, or a little trap, and not getting any response, because you sat there, your mind's working overtime thinking, why are they not coming in? What do I do next? But at least if they're there, and then when I've got them there, I can sort of tweak my feeding then to try and sort it out. That's how I am. That's the type of angler I am. But yeah, I've put 100 mil ground bait in that edge. And I'm also still priming that maggot line for shallow. I think I might get a few on that today. Just with it being bright, I think everything wants me up. Obviously, when I've plumbed up on the bottom over that maggot line, but it's 6-7 foot. I'm straight up with, I don't think that, with the way the weather is today, I don't think I'm going to get any bites in that deep water on the bottom. I just don't think they'll go down. Not today. It's too bright. I want to be in them upper layers where it's warmer. Been freezing all winter on them. So any chance the sun comes out, they'll be up. Getting warm. As soon as I fed my bait again, then he had an indication. There's fish there across. It's unbelievable. Just feel like maybe micros are not the way to go. An expander. Feel like a quantity of bait. Maybe hard pellets could be good. That's a negative way. But then a quantity of bait again. Feeding 100 mil ground bait. Going in with a large matrix pot and fishing like 3 maggots on the hook. Big standout bait. Maybe that's the way to fish it instead. But again, we're only an hour in now, so I'm not going to do anything drastic. I've got 12 pound. I'm getting bites, which is the main thing. There you go. You can normally tell because you've got a short up length on. Every fish wants to try and take me in the reeds, which I don't blame him. If I was up, I'd want to try and get away from you in them reeds and that trees. What's another fish? What I am noticing, I mean, I have had a couple of big F1s, but I am getting a lot of smaller stamp as well to everybody else, but maybe that's because I'm feeding micros. I'm not too sure yet. Oh, he's £1 and £2 nearly in, probably. I'll clip £2 for him anyway. But it's a good day up to now. Everyone's getting a few bites. So he's in the edge again. Got another one in the edge. Just fishing well this today, you can just tell. And I just feel like this is probably maybe a little bit too negative, this approach that we're doing here at the minute. It's got that feeling that ground bait across is going to be the one. Feeding a good quantity of bait. Again, keep them maggots going in. When you're fishing, when you're trying to catch shallow, you've got to keep that bait going in all the time. Now, obviously I've opted for maggots today. I've not gone down the caster route yet. I don't feel like it's quite right for casters, but I think in another 3 weeks, 4 weeks time, when the vegetation grows out a little bit more, I think it'll be bang on for casters then. I still think they're eating maggots at the minute. Shallow. Them casters are great when you're feeding it to the cover, when it's all grew out and the fish want to sit in the cover. But I think it's still a bit premature at the minute, so that's why I've gone for maggots today. But yeah, that's where I'm up to. That's what I'm doing. Still doing the same as we was before. I'm going to keep doing this, like I said, until I feel like I need to come off it or change it. And then what I'll do is I'll update you when I make a different move. Right, unfortunately, that expander and micro line's starting to fade a little bit. Not getting as many indications or bites. what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it up now a little bit. I've started catching some maggots on that reed bed for shallow, and I'm going to have a drop on that just to see if there is any fish to be caught shallow. But before I do that, I'm going to pop my edge. It's been 20 minutes. I'm going to pop my edge every 20 minutes. 100 mil again, a ground bait, sprinkle of micros. Pop my edge, and I'm going to change that micro and expander line across to ground bait like I'm in the edge here. It's going to be aggressive with it. There's a lot of feeding fish today. See the lad to me catching in his edge, next to me is catching in his edge, so there's fish coming in. It's fishing a lot better than I thought, so obviously micros and expanders I feel like a little bit too negative for me. So I'm going to change it up. Pot some ground bait in, but before we go shallow, I've literally just potted my edge and ship out now and put 100 mil of ground bait on this across line. I just feel like that's going to be better. And then when I go on it in a bit, this is just to prime it, and when I drop on it in a bit, hopefully there's a load there. I can feed like a large matrix pot of ground bait, 3 maggots on the hook. I think that's the way forward. But before that, just have a little go, see if there's anything there. You've got to try it. Primed it for a while now. We're an hour and a half in nearly. Let's just see what happens, see if I get a response on it. I can reach with full 16, it is full 16 to that reed bed. Right there. I've gone in on a 2-foot rig, overshotted rig, just to start. I like to do that. I always pick my 2-foot overshotted rig up first, just start a little bit deeper, see if I get a response. Might be the case that they don't want an overshotted rig, they might spook off from that flicking up and down, so I might have to fish a long lash dibber, maybe. Just going to work through the rigs now, see if I can get any indications. It's worth a try because if you catch them on this, there's no quicker way of catching the fish. All I'm doing is, I've got double red maggot on the hook, feeding maggots. I've got a 2-foot rig, double red maggot on the hook as well, pointy end. That's important to hook your maggot, the thin end. Loads of hook points showing. Because you want to hook them fish, more chance of hooking them fish. But I've had no indications on this so far. Won't give it long. If I don't get any indications, I'll come back and try my long lash dibber. Maybe a fixed rig could be better there. Just want a static bait. This is the thing with shallow fishing, you've got a regular feed. Just work through your rigs until you find out what the depth they want to be at. I'm getting no signs on that yet. Not an indication at all. I can actually see an F1 up on the surface there. When I come back and pick my dibber up, I feel like that's right. I won't spend too long on this because if they were there, you'd get a response quite quickly. I'll pick my long lash dibber up, set it 15 inch, just a bit shallower this time. Double maggot again, slap that in, see if they want a static bait, that might be what they want. The big F1s, a lot of these in here, seen it all before, so they might spook off from that overshotted rig. Just know that you're in your peg, tapping the water. A bit early for it yet still as well, but you can never rule it out because I just thought, well, it's bright and sunny today, so it's worth a try. Slap that dibber over, slap it over 3 times. See if this makes a difference. Oh, we had an indication then, I think. Could have been me. Slap that rig back in, make some noise on the water. It's hard with that wind. It's a long old way, that. Make sure you feed some maggots over your float. Get a lot of your bites. Oh, we had a bite. It could have been a small fish, that, you know. Definitely had an indication. That wind's awkward today. Once I get one, gives you a bit of confidence to keep doing it. definitely get an indication then. I'll tell you what's really difficult this time of year, because the sun's out and the cover's not grew up yet. It's all like broken light, it's hard to see your float. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push tighter towards the reed bed as well. Maybe they're sat under the reed bed. You've not had a bite after a minute, just lift and drop your float slightly. Just trying to entice one to take your hook bait. Like that. Oh, roach, that's not a good sign at all. I think I'm going to come off that. That's definitely not right, not a good sign. Now, because I've only just potted some bait across, I'm not going to drop back on that. I'm going to have a drop in the edge, I think. Just see if there's anything there. The lad next to me's had a few in the edge, so it's worth a try. It's quite deep down this edge. I'll tell you what depth it is. I've set up a heavier float for this. It's 42 inch, so it's 3.5 foot down the edge. I've set up a 0.4 carbon slim, just a bit heavier than me across float. Across I set up a 0.2 of a gram F1 slim. Because it's shallower water, 2 foot, but because it's deeper here, I've gone for 0.4 of a gram carbon slim, which takes 7 number 9s. Put a pot on, I put 3 maggots on the hook. See the lad on that other bank's catching down his edge, but he's got a lot of room, he's like an end peg. Now we're in the middle of a bank here. So, but I'll give it a go and just see. I've put some bait on it twice, so I've primed it. Just see what happens, see if we get a response. I've got a large Matrix pot on. I'm going to fill it right to the top with ground bait with an odd micro in. Just thumb it down just like that. Now I'm not going to give up on that shallow line. I'm still going to keep feeding that because it could turn up at any point. Just because you've caught a roach on it and they're not there yet doesn't mean you give up on the line. And we're dropping down this edge, see if we get a response in the edge. I've found, believe it or not, this is the shallowest part of my edge, which is 3.5 foot. They are deep edges. And that's why I've opted to feed quite a quantity of ground bait. Don't think it's right to just feed like hard pellets down there yet. Because they're not, it's still early, we've only just come out of the winter. I don't feel like they're going to come in on that. It's a bit too negative. It'll be a last hour job this, mate. No, it won't. Well, that's in 4 foot, that. So I dropped to my edge and I got one, but don't think there's enough there, just waiting too long. Now you see me put 100mm ground bait on this across line and I've gone in on it now. This is the first time I've gone in on it, see if I get a response on this. On this one as well now, I've put our large Matrix pot on, filled it to the top with ground bait, a few micros in it, 3 maggots on the hook and just sit and be patient. The big fish, you need to be a little bit more patient for them, I think. Obviously not too patient, you don't want to sit there forever waiting. But I really thought I'd get an instant response on that. I had an indication then, I'm in the tree now. Got to be careful with that tree. Try and pull it out at ease, like that. Don't want to snag up. I'm going to come and reset my trap again, because I've moved everything out of position. Problem I've got there, like I said a little bit earlier, if I come away slightly, you just drop into a bit too deeper water, I think. You just end up with problems. So that's why I'm trying to push it sort of right in under that little conifer. And I've got that shorter lash. I know it does make it a little bit more difficult and it's not got to strike as hard. But it is the be all and end all sometimes of hooking them fish proper in the mouth. But because I moved that trap then, I'm going to go back in, pot on the water, count to 5, let everything release out, and then pull your rig into position and lower it in, and we're fishing. This time I'm going to try and not strike as hard and not end up in the tree. I had a little line, and then I think that was, I had to strike. It looked like a bite, but maybe 50-50. It was a pull under, but maybe it was a liner. That was a bite. Oh, tell you what, everyone wants to try and take me right into the reeds all the time, every time. Gotta be quick back. But that's the response we're looking for, straight away, proper bite as well. Not a bad F1 him as well, 2-pounder. Lovely fish. Tell you what, they're active. I think it's because it's sunny, they don't like the sun. Look at that, proper golden F1. Slip him in the net. It's another 2-pound. Now what I'm doing as well is, I don't think I've talked about this, but I'm potting that edge with 100mm of ground bait every 20 minutes. Now I think what my plan is here, my plan of action now going forward is keep doing this across till I feel like that fades. Then as soon as it starts to fade, I'll put 100mm on that and then drop in this edge, try and excel the edge. Same again, wait till the edge fades, drop back across, and then keep dropping on that shallow line as I go, basically. And I think that's going to be my match, the rest of my match, and hopefully later the day gets, the better the fishing gets, and they want to feed a bit more later in the day, and they do start coming in that edge proper. But that's where I'm up to. That's exactly what I'm doing. We're doing all right. We're on probably 28 pound now, which is not bad, really. Been looking at the weights of the last week on the Tuesday, I think it was 80 odd pound that won the match, 6-hour match. So we're on for that. Just whether it is that day, I can't see around the other side. I can't see what they're doing around that other side. But yeah, we're having a nice day's fishing, to be fair. Just liking the fact that I've not got it perfect. I admit that, because it's a new venue to me. It's a learning curve, but I'm enjoying that. That's what I like. So yeah, that's where we're up to. I'll update you a little bit later on, and hopefully it's getting better and stronger in the peg. So we're 2 hours into the match, and I switched that line to, oh, I missed a bite then. That was a good bite, that. I'm going to drop back in because just missed a bite. Maybe there's one still there, might get another bite of the cherry. But as I was saying, I switched this line to Groundbait and Maggots, and it's been good. I've had 4 in 4. I do feel like it's slowed a bit now. I feel like it's fading away. So I feel like it's time to come off it, put another 100mm of ground bait back on it, and drop in my edge, maybe nick a couple. Just give that time to develop across again with a quantity of bait on. F1s are so crafty. They come into your peg when you're not there, knowing your line's not in the peg, knowing your pole's not over the top of them, coming feeding confidently. And then what happens, because you've put that 100mm of ground bait in, and then give it time to develop, you go in and nick a few of them quick before they spook. I feel like that's what's happened to me across here now. I'm going to give this another minute, and then I'm going to come off it. Even if I get one now, I'm going to come off it, get my pot and put 100mm on it, build it back up. No one's bagging. The thing is, you can afford to be patient with the size of some of the F1s. The £3 plus, some of them. I've had some good F1s. I'm on £33 on my clicker now after 2 hours. Not too bad. Gotta hope it gets stronger and stronger and stronger as the day goes on. I did miss that bite then. But no, I'm going to come off this now. I feel like there's no coming in. I think I've spooked him. I've caught what was there. and they've spooked off, so I'm gonna put 100 mil on it, drop in the edge, have a little go in the edge. But we're gonna go back in. Now, basically, again, I've been fishing that. When I fish ground bait, I like to fish our largest matrix pot, just a bigger quantity of ground bait. That's what I've got on pot-wise. Filling it to the top, push it down with my thumb, putting it on the water, giving it 5 seconds, letting it release out. And then rig-wise, so I've got red slick. I think I've talked about me using red slick now. I've took all my winter elastic out, the 8 to 10s. I'm on, oh, I had an indication then. I'm on the 10 to 12s red slick. It's brilliant for F1 venues, perfect elastic. Mainline 018 soft steel. In this edge, I've got a 0.4 of a gram slim carbon. Takes 7 number 9s, just because it's 3.5 foot down this edge. It's a bit deeper, so I've gone for an heavier float. Bulk and 1 dropper, 4-inch up length, of 014 soft steel, and a 16 X1 commercial carp hook. That's the setup for the edge. Pretty straightforward gear really, more robust. Stepped up from winter tactics. You know it's going to last you that full session without any problems. The rig's snapping under wear and tear. Fish are pulling back, taking you into all the vegetation and things like that. So you need that more robust gear now. The water's colouring up as well, so it's less important to have thinner main lines. But hopefully I can get one in this edge now. Gives me a bit of confidence that I'm going to get one because I have had one. I'm still going to catch some bait as well, keep that going in out there, so that towards that reed bed. Hopefully they come shallow. That lad on that end down there is doing really, really well. Every time I look round, he's got one on. Oh, oh, yes. That was a lovely bite, just sailed away. And that's what we want. I can tell you what, I've worked something out here with this ground bait now. It's just about sitting, being patient. Oh, he's pulling hard. He's not a big fish neither, him. Trying to take me under the pallet then. Just about sitting there, being patient. Don't be too hasty. It's not a big fish, but do pull the smaller ones. Pull harder than the big ones. Come on, he's one. He doesn't want to get in the net. Still not a bad size fish. £1.5 F1, £1.25. Exactly what you want. Beauty. What a fish. I'll go back in again there in that edge now, I think. Now, I use cubes, me. I like to use cubes. I think I've explained this on quite a few of the videos that I've done. Just because they don't damage your main line. And you can change your shotting pattern if you need to very easily. But the only downfall to them is when you net fish sometimes, they do move about. But I don't find it much of an issue because you can just pull them back into position. Our new top kits now are all inch marked up, so you can use that for reference for pulling all your cubes back into position. So yeah, that's why I use cubes. Catch some bait on that reed bed. Surely some have got to come at some point on that and get a few bites. Surely. It's bright, it's hot. You think they'd sit under that there. Looks the perfect place for him to sit under. I can imagine in the summer that being unbelievable with casters shallow to the cover. I think I'll definitely come back here in the summertime. Because it's just a phenomenal venue, clean, tidy, everything's immaculate. What a place. Glad I've come here today, to be fair. Ah, small fish, that's no good. That's not what we're looking for. I'm gonna have to come off that line now. Definitely. Little roach. Just a sign that there's no fish coming in, that's all. Just a sign. When you catch small fish like that, it's just a time to change lines, basically. Get some bait in there, prime that back up. I'm gonna have a quick sneaky look on my shallow line again, because not long, I'll give it 5 minutes, not very long at all. you'll know you get an instant impact when you're fishing shallow. If there's any fish to be caught there shallow. Now I'm going to go back in on an overshotted rig again as well. Going to come a bit shallower this time, 20 inch. With that fixed rig I caught a roach before. Don't feel like you'll catch as many roach on an overshotted rig if there's a lot of roach there. So I'm going to try that, 20 inch overshotted rig. Like I say, I'm not going to give this long, it's just literally a little try, see if they have moved in on them maggots shallow. If not, I'll go straight back across on ground bait. Not getting any signs there yet. Oh yes, we're in. Oh. That's a great sign now. I've got one. Feed some maggots. Try and keep them fish there in your peg. Just a nice sign that you get one. Good fish as well. 2 pound F1. De-hooked himself in the net. Put him in the net. Keep net. Now you've got to go back in. You've got one, so it's good that I'm getting a few fish now on a few different lines. And that'll line across as well where I'm feeding some ground bait. I can see it clouding up. So there's fish on that. It's just good that it's nice to get an odd bite on all your lines because you can keep rotating through your lines. Then it gives you something to work at, which is what I like. I might go back in here and not get another one now, same as the edge. You only had one, but it was a fish. I can move off this, go across back on that ground bait line, have a little run there. That's what I like. That's my type of fishing, that. Working hard. And them that work hard get the rewards. I probably say that in every single video we do, but it's so true. Again, get your rig into position where you're fishing. Just flick that rig, little flicks on the water. As you can see, as I'm flicking up, I'm dropping back down. There's 2 ways I like to fish this overshotted rig as well. So I do it like this with a flick like this. And then a lot of the time you get your bites sometimes. You know, as you pause to feed as well. So as you pause, you stop flicking. What you'll find sometimes, a lot of your bites come as you pause to feed. They was a bit short, then maggots then. Refeed that again, that's better. And then you flick again. Try pushing further towards the cover. They might be sat under that cover. That's something else I always do sometimes, push towards the cover. I'm not going to give this much longer, it's not productive. No, I'm going to come off that now. Got one on it, could get better a bit later. Go back across on that ground bait now. Three maggots on the hook. Put that large matrix pot back on again. Fill it right to the top and just thumb it down so it stays in the pot. Not too hard, you don't want to thumb it down really hard in the pot because it'll stick in the pot for too long and you'll have a nightmare of it coming out when you're across in your peg. Just so it gently goes down and stays in. Let's see what this does now, because we've rested this for quite a bit. Got on my marker. Perfect. Rig into position. Lower it in and just the trap's set and be patient now. See how quick a response we get on this. So I've had one on that shallow line, as you've seen, and I've gone back across on ground bait. And what I'm just going to keep doing now is I'm just going to keep rotating these 3 lines that I've got going, shallow, across on ground bait, and in the edge on ground bait. But we're doing all right. We've still got another 4 hours of the match left to go. Well, 3.5 hours left to go with the match. So what I'll do is I'll just keep doing this, and I think we'll just update you a little bit later on now because, yeah, we're doing all right. Hopefully I can come back to you and it's a lot stronger, and the fish are, because the day's getting late and the fish are coming in a bit more aggressive feeding. I do think because it's bright and flat and still, doesn't help the fishing a little bit. They just want to bask and bathe. So yeah, that's where we're up to, and we'll update you a bit later on. So we're 3.5 hours in, and I've had it's been a bit slow, to be fair. I've had a little tricky last hour, to be honest. I'm on £50 now. I've had a few fish. I'll be honest, I've tried that shallow line another couple of times. I've had one on it, so I've decided I'm going to bin that off because it's not working, and I feel like because it's about 6 or 7 foot away from this across line, it's probably splitting my fish a little bit, so I've disregarded it now. I've binned that off, and I'm fishing literally back across on groundbait and maggots and in my edge, and that's where I'm catching most of my fish, on 2 lines. But I've just gone across and had 2 in 2 now, so hopefully they've come back on it now, and there's a few there again to be caught. I've sort of changed a few things as well. What I've done is I've wet my groundbait up. I think that's been better. Stop creating that cloud up in the column, the water column. Wet my groundbait up, pinning it more on the bottom. And also, I did this, just tried, instead of 3 reds, I tried 2 reds and a white and on the hook, and that's been miles better as well. Started getting in more frequent bites. But what I have noticed, a little pattern, is you'll catch 2 or 3, then it'll go really quiet, and then you have to come off it, and then that line you've sort of been priming, so your edge line you've been priming, you drop on it, get 2 or 3, and then it go quiet again. They never stay there. It's not solid one a chuck, it's just little runs of fish, they're spooking really quick. Again, I can't really see what's happening on that far bank over the other side, because I can't see, there's trees there, I can't see any but other anglers around there. Got enough of there now. Oh, it's going mad. Every one I hook across there just goes crazy. But I'm seeming to, now I've changed a few things up, like I say, that ground bait, wetting that up. Oh, it's come off him. But now I've started wetting that ground bait up. It seems to have got a little bit better. I'm literally just getting a little sprinkle of water out my tub, just dropping it on top of me. Ground bait, stodging it up. There's an odd micro in there as well that I've put in, and that seems to be doing a lot better. When it was clouding it up, just putting it in a bit drier, getting too many liners and indications. Really, ideally, you need like a mud line across here, I think, but there's no, from what I can see, there's no mud lines, it's just all trees and vegetation across, so you can't really get into really shallow water. Spooky. It's been a strange one today. Like I say, I can't line anything up. Oh, that was a good bite. That's what I'm after. He nailed that then. Big F1 that as well. That's exactly what I'm looking for. It is picking up a little bit. I know I'm saying it's a bit tricky and stuff, but I am getting regular bites. This slick elastic's beautiful. Perfect. He's a big F1 him. Tell when it's like big ones, they just waller. Big 2-pounder, 2.5-pounder. Some beautiful fish in this place. Look at that. Raising near £3 him. He's a big one. Go back in across there now. I think what I'll do is as well, because I'm going to go back across because I've had one, I'm just going to put another 100mm on that edge. I'm going to keep rotating them now. Just work hard at it. I'm going to keep working hard, rotating my lines, keep priming them all up. I feel like as I'm priming them, they're coming in when I'm not there. That's what I'm feeling. So keep it going in. It's dead easy to pop that in there. I'll go back across again. 3 maggots on the hook. 2 reds and a white. Like I say, that seems to be best. I've also changed my shotting pattern as well, from a bulk and 1 dropper to a bulk, just pinning my bait in the area a little bit more, stop them wafting it around and me foul looking them. But I've got this feeling that the later it's going to get, because like I say, we're fishing 6 hours, up till 4 o'clock today. I feel like that last hour's going to be important. It's going to get better. But I think it's making a beautiful live match, to be honest with you, just showing how I'm ringing the changes, not straightforward. I'm having to think outside the box, which is what you want to see. You don't just want to go in and see me catch one a chuck shallow or one a chuck on the same line all day. Oh, there's another one. Oh, he's going ballistic in. I've got to be quick back because of that vegetation there. Big fish, that. Oh, he's going mad. Them stockies, they go mental. Smaller stamp go crazy. Them big ones are not even as hard fighting. Oh, he's going to me pallet. Come away, my friend. I don't know what he's doing now. He's sort of having a minute there. Keep him away from the edge. Actually, not a bad stamp fish, that, you know. I thought it was a stocky at first. He's a fighter, put it that way. Come here. Oh, no, missed him. Bad netting, bad netting. Here we go. Oh, 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 oh. Look at him. He is a fighter. There he is. Big F1, actually. Jesus. Just a bit more silver, not as dark as the last one. I bet he's near £3 again. Don't mind if you're getting one of them every 5-10 minutes, do you? So as you can see, that's where I'm up to. That's what I'm doing. It's getting a little bit better. I'm going to keep doing this, alternating between the 2 lines. And I think we'll update you a little bit later on. Probably, what have we got left to go now? 2.5 hours. We'll update you in another hour's time and see how we're getting on then. Right, I said I'd update you in another hour, and I'll be honest, I've had a good little run. I've got myself to £80 now. Oh, I've got another there now, which is not too bad. I'm catching a cross and in the edge. Just steady, really. What happened has happened. The fishing's getting better now, you can just tell. We're coming onto some feed. It's definitely getting better. We are an hour and a half to go, so we've still got loads of time left yet. And I'm guessing in another half an hour's time, 3 o'clock-ish, I think it'll get even better. I'm opening the edge. But yeah, I'm doing really well. Oh, it's come off him. Oh, it's foul up, that's why. Not to worry. Take that scale off, put another maggot back on, fresh maggot. Make sure your maggots are fresh all the time. But yeah, we're doing great. Also, as well, I watched the lad to my left put a top kit line in and have 3 on it, and they were big. So what I've done is, my line that had plumbed up over my shallow line, I've replumbed it here on a top kit, and I started chucking a few maggots there on a top kit, just on an angle, really close to myself. I think I could probably nick a few on that, just because I've seen the angle to me left, get a few on it. So I've done that as well. I'm hoping I can nick a few on that, maybe with half an hour to go, 45 minutes if they rock up on that line. I had just had a run in the edge, but that's gone a bit funny now, so I'm back across. What I feel like's happening across is there's different strains coming in. When them big old ones come in, they're quite easy to catch. You sit there, be patient, goes under, but when them stockies come into your peg, it can be a bit of a nightmare. Just coming up and down off the bottom on you. But as I was speaking earlier on, I've not changed anything. Still got 3 maggots on, 2 red and a white. Slopping my ground bait, that's been a game changer, slopping my ground bait up. There we go, straight away. You can see how deadly it is, that sloppy ground bait, it's unbelievable. But yeah, it's getting good now, the fishing, to be honest with you. Now the net limit here is £60 a net, and I'll be honest, I'm a bit rusty with me clicking. I didn't know what I was up to, I only put 2 nets in, so I went and got another net, chucked another net in just in case, so I don't go over. I'm just going to start filling that 3rd net now till the end, I think. I'll catch another £60 and put it in that net, I'll be well on for a nice weight. There's another nice F1. But everyone's catching a few, everywhere I look. Lad to my right's got one here now, netting it. Everyone's catching fish. It's good fishing, unbelievable venue, to be honest. And I can't wait to come back, to be fair. Because I think I've said it a few times today, a little bit more knowledge of the venue, and I think I'd do a lot better than what I've done today, to be fair. Because I've just been a bit slow on the changes today. Just we're not knowing where they want to be, where they sit, how they react in your peg. What I've realised from coming in today is it's not clatter them all down 1 hole. It's nick 3, move lines, got a bit of grit in my pole there. Make sure you get that grit out your pole. It's been a case of catch 3, come off it, change lines, prime it back up. They'll never ever stay. I mean, you might get it on a different day, they might stay all on one line, say across, and you might just catch across all day, but it's not been good enough today for that. I feel like it's been too bright and flat. To sort of knock the fishing on the head a little bit. Do you know what else I've realised as well? My across line's gone into the shade. So the sun's sort of gone round now, and the shade on my across line, and that's when it's got better. As soon as that shade come onto me across line, the fishing across got better. So maybe that's got something to do with it as well. But it's really simple tactics, nothing different. Put that ground bait in, sit and be patient, wait for a positive bite. Try not to strike into your liners. I think I haven't run through this rig for you. I did my edge rig, so we'll run through this rig as well while we're on. So again, 10 to 12's red slick, 018 soft steel main line. This time I've gone for a smaller float. It's a 0.3 of a gram, stubby slim, just because I'm fishing in 2 foot 2 inch shallower water. Again, 4 inch up length, 414 soft steel, and a 16's X1 commercial carp hook, and a bulk on top of my up length. I did start on a bulk and dropper, changed it to a bulk, and that was better. Just a bulk on, oh, there we go. Just a bulk on top of my 4 inch up length, and we're in again. Good that across line. It's a big F1, that one. Oh, it's taking me right into the rush. It could be a carp, that. He is going ballistic. This is why you need to change them elastics now. Get them winter elastics out. And get them proper elastics in. Jesus, it could be a carp, this. Get them winter elastics out, because you can, as you can see, starting to fight. Summer's on its way. But I've had, oh, it's come off him. Must have been foul hooked. Yeah, foul hooked scale on. That's why I was fighting so hard. Not to worry, don't get frustrated with it. Maybe it's a case I need to drop off it, but I'll give it one more go before I drop off it. Just when you far look them like that, that was a big fish, probably one coming on his own. Tricky to catch when there's just one and you're feeding this ground bait. When you're feeding anything, to be fair, unless you're fishing right in the mud, in really shallow water, they're just so hard to catch single fish. But it's been great. Every angler's caught fish. Some venue, credit to the venue, all big fish as well. And there's some stockies, but had a lot of big F1s. That's just a little update on where I'm up to. I'm going to keep going, probably get back off this now, try my edge. And what I'll do is, we've got, how long have we got now? We've got an hour and 15 left. I'll update you with half an hour to go, and hopefully I'm on the top kit line bagging or in my edge bagging where it's just gone absolutely solid. That's what we're hoping. Oh, I've got one there now. See, it's only a little stocky. These are the ones that are a nuisance. Really hard to settle down. Get him in though. He's far locked in. Big F1. Far look, see, it's not right, that cross line now. So I'm going to come off that, repot it and go in my edge. But what I'll do is I'll update you with half an hour to go, and hopefully I'm on that top kit line or in my edge, bagging up. So we're back on, there's half an hour to go, and I'm back across again. I had a little run in the edge where I had 3. It's gone funny again. It's been the case all day, to be honest with you. Just nicking in between these 2 lines, mainly across and in the edge. I had a little go on that top kit line short. It never even moved, never even had a wobble on it, so I don't think that's going to be any good today. I just think it's too deep in front of me. It's like 5 and a bit foot. With it being bright like this, I can't see them wanting to go down in that depth of water today. But I've gone back across. Oh, there's another one now. And I've had one and I'm in again now. It's been good. I've had a lovely day's fishing. Great. Caught them all on the bottom, across and in the edge. Too shallow. But no, it's been fantastic. What a fishery. Phenomenal. What I've found, my stamp across are smaller than in the edge, which is generally the case. I've had an odd better one across, but I've had a lot smaller stamp. Them 3-pounders are in your edge. That's where they are, edge dwellers, big F1s, 3-4 pound F1s. The lad to my right's caught really, really well in his edge on the end. He's had a good day's fishing. He has. That sloppy ground bait's been the one today. Can't stress how good that's been, just wetting it right up, pinning it down on the bottom with an odd micron. That's been brilliant. When I was feeding it loose, it was clouding too much, bringing them off the bottom on me. And honestly, since I put the 2 reds and a white on instead of 3 reds, that's been brilliant. Maybe I should try 3 whites. Maybe it's the fact that they want white maggots. The water is coloured. Fish are moving, aren't they? So maybe it's the white maggot that they're looking out for. What I've been doing is as well, I've not touched on this. When you slop your ground bait up, don't lower your pole pot onto the water. There's another one. Get across and just tap it out. I found if you lower your pot on the water, it goes even cloudier and creates like a milky cloud on the water. You just want to get over to where you're fishing and just tap on your pole and it sort of plops out. That's important as well, to do that. As you can see, they are smaller stamp, but it's bites. He's a little stocky. About a pound. It's only half, well, there's 25 minutes left now. So, sort of in a bit of overdrive here. It's been nice though. Tell you what, this pole's been a dream. Nearly at full 16 all day. It's been lovely. What I like about it is so responsive. So good. What a pole. Definitely got the balance bang on with this one. Oh yes. Lovely bite that. Like I say, they're all little stockies, but it's bites. I think the roller's moved a little bit there. Must have knocked it at some point, the roller. Not to worry, still fish with that there. He's a slightly better one. £1.5 pounds. I think I've just over £100 now. So, great days fishing for middle of March. Oh. I reckon Ben the cameraman's knocked my rollers at some point. This one here. Oh, I'm getting loads of liners across there. A lot of fish across. There we go. Little stockies again. Go ballistic, them little stockies. Actually, might be a better fish, this. Some fishery, this, it's switching on now, time of day, you can just tell. Literally had 3 in about 3 minutes there. Oh, bad netting. £2 F1, good fish actually. They're bigger than what you think, he's probably over £2, he's nearly £3. But I've had 3 or 4 fish there now, and you can see how it's gone quiet. Oh, there we go. As I said, it's gone quiet straight under clunk. The fast bite that then. I'm enjoying this now. Fishing's got good. I feel like I've flipped it out. I say this and then I'll probably go back in and it go all pear-shaped again. But that's what keeps you thinking all the time. That's why I enjoy it. But F1 again in, £2. I missed a bite again then. Right, I'm going to come in the edge. I feel like it's gone a bit scatty on me, that line. Just pop some bait in all across. Ran out of ground bait as well. I'd only mixed a little bit up this morning, so I've mixed a touch more as well. Only a bit more, not loads. They've wanted that ground bait today. Scoop a bit out of my bucket, 100ml. Just pinch a micros. And hopefully I can nick a few big ones in that edge to finish. I'll tell you what, the long matches, these 6-hour matches, it's like I've been at gym all day. Right, let's have a drop in that edge. See what's occurring. Let's see if we can get one in here, this edge now. I've also bulked this rig down as well from a bulk and 1 dropper to just a bulk. Just being really positive, nailing that bait on the bottom, minimising them chances of foul looking them fish. And don't forget it is deeper here, so I think it's needed. Just being really patient here. I feel like if I get one, it's going to be a big F1. It's not as great as I thought it was going to be. Oh, we had a liner then again. Pushing my rig into the bank, the actual fish. Oh, another liner. One there. All I need him to do is just eat my bait. There we go. See, look, it's a big F1. Take your time. Good stamp. Don't even fight these big ones. Look at the size of him. £3 F1. Great days fishing this. Get to where you're fishing on your marker, tap your bait in, lift your bulk over your marker, into position, drop everything in, and we're fishing again. Another indication then. Be patient, try and work out what's a bite, what's a liner. There we go. Oh, it's gone through the pallet, him and had me. I'm going to try 3 white maggots. Bit of a standout colour. See if that does anything different. Just not tried it all day, so I thought if you think it and one of them, do it. Get some more groundbait out of my bucket here. Just to wet up a bit, put a few micros in it. Bit of water. Try 3 white maggots, see what that does. Might have to nip back across, I don't feel settled enough here in this edge. Looking at it. What's left? 10 minutes, well, 12 minutes actually. No, 13 minutes. Problem you've got is when you foul up one like that, you just disturb them in your peg as well. So when you go back in next time, it's normally a little bit hard at catching because you've unsettled them. I'm going to try 3 whites though. I feel like if there was one peg to me right and he had an end, I was in a corner, it'd be better in the edge just because there's a bit more room in the corners. Don't get me wrong, this edge has been alright, but I just feel like you'd be better in the corners. Therefore, he's a £3 F1, look at the size of him. Every time you get one in the edge, they're huge. Put 3 whites on again. Might be a game changer, that. I like these hooks as well, stayed sharp all day. That'd change me hook. Our X1 commercial carp hooks in a size 16. Brilliant. Exactly what you want. The busky, you're never going to let you down. Let's fly back across, see if we can nick a couple across. We had primed it just in case. Got 2 out of that edge. I'll finish off across, I think. A bit more ground bait in there. As you can see, I've been working the consistency all day, messing about with my ground bait. Put 3 reds and a white back on, that's what I've been fishing across. There's not long left now. Six minutes to go. I'm on 110 on my clicker. Lad to my left just emptying it down the edge now on that end. Got one. Straight away when I've gone back across. He's a bad fish neither. Not not like them edge fish, but decent one. And we're set fishing. Just wait for that positive bite again. Over the liner then. That sun's making it difficult to see now. Blurring. Oh, missed a bite then. As you can see, that's why I have that short lash on, because of that conifer. Went in it then, but sort of come back and pulled the rig out. Got one. And just by coming off that edge and nipping back across, I've nicked two straight away instead of just sitting in the edge biteless. Not a massive fish, but good in. £1.5, £2 actually. Nice fish. There we go. And there's another. 1 minute left. But in that last 15 minutes, we've had 2 down the edge, 3 across, 5 fish. It's a lovely one in, big one. Well, that's the end of the match. They've shouted the all out. As I said through the video, it's been one of them. I think I fished a good match, but with a bit more venue knowledge, probably put a few more fish in the net, just a bit slower at making them decisions early on what bait I need to feed and where I need to fish. I had too many lines on the go early. I had a shallow line where it's not really worked shallow today. I should have been quick at binning that off, or if it had been coming the venue, I'd have knew shallow wasn't working and things like that. But I'm happy with what I've got. I've got £115 on the clicker. We'll get the weighing done and we'll actually see how far I'm out with me clicking, because they all say I'm always out with me clicking. Well, what a day that has been. I've managed to win the match for £133. First time here, phenomenal venue. It's frightening how good it is, to be fair. I will definitely be back. I've managed to win the match, £133, so what a day's fishing. I've caught most of my fish on groundbait and maggots like you seen in that video, but it's not been easy. I've had to work at it to keep them fish coming in the net. Hope you enjoy it. There's loads of tips and tricks in there for you. Now, on the match front, I managed to win with £133. It has been close. Second place has been £128 on that far bank where I couldn't see. I mentioned that during the match. There's loads of trees, so you can't really see the anglers on that far bank on the other side of the island. And then there's been a £95 on the bank to my right in the other corner. I think he's caught them all shallow. The guy who's come second has fished similar to me. So well done to second and third place, but what a venue. I've seen the other lakes as well. I think we'll be definitely coming back doing some filming here. It is phenomenal. If you've not been to here, come and check it out, because this is frightening how good it is.